Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? I got a fun little stream for you guys today. We have Mark joining me live to talk about the Forge. If you guys don't remember, I did a stream with Mark probably, I guess, a couple months ago now, maybe 2 months ago ish, detailing the, I guess, ecosystem that he's building out, or this little service that he's providing on Pulse Chain to help new projects get some visibility and source feedback from the community in an open way. And he's joining me today to talk about some updates and some of the progress that's been made with the Forge. So welcome back, Mark. I hope you're doing well, man.
Hey, yeah, thank you. Doing great. Yeah, thanks for having me back, and I look forward to present where we're at right now.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, last time we talked, if I remember correctly, some of the Forge's features were already live, but you hadn't really had any. You were just about to open, I believe, applications for the first projects to submit like their reviews. Correct?
Last time we talked, I think it was even before maybe that. Right before we launched the actual NFT sale. So that might actually have been like 3 months already. So.
Oh yeah, it was right around when the NFT sale started. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No. So it's been a while, and we didn't have the platform live or anything. So only a couple of weeks ago, by now, yeah, time really flies. So yeah, maybe 6 weeks ago, we launched kind of an alpha version of the platform, so that people could submit projects and people could review those projects. And we have the first projects coming through. Now we're kind of finishing up the NFT sale. And in about 2 weeks, on the 21st, we're planning to airdrop the NFTs. And then slowly that functionality of the NFTs is going to be integrated into the platform. It's really a very complex thing that we're building. And it's something new that has never, or at least I don't know any platform. There's a lot of launch pads. There's a lot of decentralized launch pads. But I don't know of any launch pad that integrates the community so deeply into the development of the project. So there's a lot of stuff that need to be figured out, and we're kind of releasing this on a phase by phase basis. So first phase, as I said, is an alpha phase where the NFTs don't really matter yet. So it's actually a cool phase for anyone to join. Do you want me to show the platform as it is now, just so people have a visual?
I'll throw it up.
All right, let me do that. So yeah, it's now on a new URL, forgenfts.com.
Nice.
It's easier for people to follow. Can they see already? Am I on?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, cool. So yeah, if people go on here, the website is still the same. This is mostly still the NFT sale going on, which we'll have on until the 21st. But as you can see here, we already have projects. So these are some of the first projects that have signed up. You can see here, they have their first reviews, their rating. And then maybe later I also go into the community. I think this is really exciting here because we have this talent board that we just launched where people can actually kind of look for jobs and offer their work to projects. But yeah, so for a few weeks now, people have been able to sign up projects, bet on Pulse and Pulse Farms. Those are maybe the most exciting ones. And if you click on it here, you see these reviews that are going on, and people can upvote them and they can comment on them. And what we've also just introduced is this new suggestion feature. So instead of reviewing and saying what you like or don't like about a project, you can actually suggest what they can do to improve. And we haven't implemented this yet, but the project will be able to just offer a bounty, like prizes, for those people whose suggestions they basically take on, or they can say, well, the most upvoted suggestions will give tokens. So that's a really exciting way for people to help projects improve. Do you have any questions about what's going on here? Or?
No, this all makes a lot of sense. I like the new suggestions feature. Can you just review, if you go back to the projects again really quickly?
Yeah.
There's the difference between like a micro review and an in-depth review.
Yes. So generally, what we want to do is that projects come in and then they first go into the micro review stage, and they need to stay there until they get a certain score, like above 3.5 stars or something. Because we don't want to have users spend a lot of time doing this really in-depth reviews on projects that are not good, right? So that's going to be the micro review stage, which these projects are in right now. And then when they get over that threshold where they have a minimum amount of reviews and a minimum score, then they can go into the in-depth review phase, which we haven't launched yet, basically for the Forge. We first want these projects to come through the micro review stage. So if you go into a project, you can write here a new review if you have an account. Anyone can do it right now. You just need to register an account, and then you can select your type. So you can see right now we only have micro review and suggestion. Later on, you'll have things like tokenomics, team, marketing. So you can review that specific aspect. So the idea is, of especially bigger projects that have a lot of details to them, they can go through this in-depth review phase for maybe a few months, where they take a lot of feedback from the community and improve all the different aspects of their project. And once they have maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 reviews, and they have like a 4-star rating, then they can do a fundraise or whatever it is they want to do. And that should then lead to a very successful, quick fundraise and successful launch. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So right now, anybody can create an account and review things. You don't have to be like a reviewer or an analyst specifically. Anybody can create one and start making reviews, right?
Yes, and that's limited to this phase now. Later on, you will need your NFTs, at least, I think, 2, to be able to review. You need to kind of lock them up, because if you misbehave, we can slash them basically. But now you can come in and do this, and you'll get these experience points for writing reviews, giving, receiving upvotes, super upvotes, things like that. So it's a great way to come in, and super easy. I mean, let me quickly just throw up here an incognito browser. So you can just go to forgenfts.com, sign up, and yeah, you just need your name, email. It's great if you put your Telegram as well and the password, and that's it. That's all you need. And
Nice.
once you've done that, you can then browse through the projects. And as I showed here, it's very easy to just click review, select your type, and then write something. So it's really easy to get engaged.
Yeah, it's super easy. Does the experience points, are those going to correlate to anything in the future, or is it just kind of like a metric to see how active a certain person is in terms of like their reviews and whatnot?
Yeah, it's both. So we haven't defined exactly yet what you're gonna get. In the future, those are gonna get like weekly rewards. You'll earn points weekly, and you'll get a share of the platform tokens. You get a share of the tokens from all the projects that come through. But for now, because we don't know how active the platform is going to be, you'll just collect these until the launch. and then you can convert them into NFTs if you like. So for example, so Bet on Pulse, they haven't said how much exactly yet, but they are gonna offer about 1 or 2% of their token supply to people who give feedback, so people who earn experience points. So you'll get tokens from projects, NFTs from us, tokens from our platform later on. So it's very good. It's very good way to get involved with the platform without having to invest anything, basically.
Mm-hmm. And I also saw there were certain profiles that have like check marks, correct? Like
Yes,
official members or verified members, I guess, that have like brands and whatnot.
exactly. So actually, that's going to be once we connect the NFTs in a few weeks from now, then you can get your verified tick by connecting your NFT. So for now, we just do this manually. Of course, we'll give you one very soon since you just signed up down here, right? But yeah, so for now, it's a manual process, just the people that we know that have NFTs. And later on, you'll be able to do that automatically.
Nice. That's exciting. It looks like you got a good number of people already signed up for in the alpha phase.
Yeah, exactly. So we're really excited. Hopefully, we'll eventually have hundreds or maybe thousands of people signed up here, all contributing to projects.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I mean, this is more conceptual now, but you can click here on the feed. You can see the reviews that are coming in, and now with this suggestion feature, it's also existing projects that can sign up and say, hey, I'll give you some tokens if you write good suggestions. So we kind of envision this to maybe almost become the Pulse Chain's social media platform, right?
Yeah, I could definitely see it being a good place to look for new projects. It's like, hey, I just want to find something new. I want to see what's out there. This could be one of the places that you look to find things.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. So look to find things, also get the community engaged, and allow for the community to give feedback to projects, because there is actually lots of talent out there and lots of people with lots of knowledge that can help projects. And right now, the only way a project can get help is by going out and hiring people, which is always a very delicate, difficult process. You never know if you can trust the person you're hiring, and oftentimes you just waste a lot of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here it's a decentralized way. A project can literally come in and say, hey, give me some feedback or ideas on my tokenomics, and then, I don't know, 20 people can give their ideas, and if there's some good ideas in there, then they can take that on and reward the person that deserves it, right? So it's kind of a more efficient way of and kind of a community sourced way of running businesses and developing tech and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that I liked before when we first originally talked was kind of the idea of using your project's, I guess, feed or your project's page as like a historical documentation of the evolution of the development of the project, right? Because people can change, they make reviews, but like, for example, they can change them. And maybe it's like, hey, I think I like this project. I like what it does, but I'm giving it a 3-star review because it lacks these things that I think are important. But later they could come in and change it. It's like, hey, they fixed this one thing. I'm going to give it 4 stars. And if they fix the next thing, I'll give it 5 stars. Correct?
Yes, that's true. So you can, I mean, I don't think anyone has changed any. I can quickly show it here. So this is my review, right? Let's see if I'm logged in. I can go edit, and then instead of I really like, I'm just going to say I love this project. Let's say this project. Okay. So if I'm going to do this, and then I might even change my review, to 5-star here. And then I save this. So now people can go here to the versions. Boom. And now they can see the current version, and then down here they can see the previous one. Nice. So yeah, that's exactly how it works. I'm just going to maybe go change this back.
I don't know. Derek's here, man. You want to take a star away from him right in front of his face? No,
there we go. All right. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to get 5-star from me soon, but let's see. There's a couple of cons, I think, that still need to be figured out. So
Nice. Yeah. Well, I like that, and the archive is really important to see the evolution of people's reviews and to make it so it's not like you can just like give 5 stars to get whatever perks and then you change it to 1 star just to like hold their thing hostage or whatever it is. And
Yeah,
there are
exactly.
also mechanisms with the NFTs to prevent that, but keeping a record of it is important too.
Yeah, so transparency is very important for this entire process to work.
Yeah. Um, no, a new thing that you added, you already mentioned it, but was the talent feature in the
Mm.
community section, right? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, exactly. So this was actually Proof of No Work who came up with this idea, and it was when Pulsepets came in, they were looking for devs basically to develop that idea, and Proof of No Work said that's a major issue in the entire ecosystem, that people don't find the talent to hire to make their ideas work. So we created this talent section here. So we literally just launched it, and we haven't promoted it yet. So we've got the first 5 talents here signed up, and you can see here you can filter by by depth or by marketers or by KOLs. Um, so yeah, it's a really cool way to find people. You can then click on them; they get a little profile. Actually, you can write a lot more if you like. And you can even change your background here. And then people can basically contact these guys directly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really easy. I'm just going to show how to do it. Once you've signed up your account, you can go to your profile up here. Oh, it's not changing. There we go. And then you can go to your edit button here and then edit your profile. And then here you can write your history and your skills, etc. So whatever you want, put your social links, and then it's going to look like this. So you can just make yourself open for work, and you can select whatever skills you have.
Nice.
And then update that, and then boom, you have your profile here under the talent section.
Mm-hmm.
And then people can hire you. So that's why what I'm saying, we are envisioning this to become almost like a decentralized productivity hub for Pulse Chain, where
Mm-hmm.
projects can come and crowdsource ideas, where they can find the talents they need to make it work, where once they have good ratings, they can get funding to make their thing happen. And even once they've already launched, they can still come and get ideas from the community to be successful, especially when it comes to marketing and growth and things like that.
Well, I think we have our next project that's going to be launching or trying to launch on the Forge. It's from Fast Abdul giving us his 500,000 dong. I believe that is the currency that he's giving us. And he has this brand new idea: tokenized sperm bank. A real world assets are big. Pick from the catalog or roll the dice on a random hexagon for your next baby daddy. Fast Abdul, I think you should talk with Bet on Pulse if we're talking about some RNG or rolling the dice for like a random hexagon. That might be a good collaboration between you guys. But thanks for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to keep that idea in the back of my mind. And at least you have documentation now, because I would have stole it if you told that to me in private. But now it's public that you had the idea first.
Exactly.
Couple more questions about the talent section again. Is there any kind? I know right now you can just kind of add it to your profile, but at any point there'll be like verification steps or ways for people to review you as a employee or the work that you've done for them?
Well, I think we can probably do that. So some of the things we're definitely going to do is, well, you will lock your NFTs, and the more NFTs you have, the higher your status gets. Sorry, let me just share here again. I'm just going to show you. But the other thing is that the reviews will actually give you a very good standing in the community. So you should be, let's say you go to my profile here. You will see the reviews that I wrote, and you'll see the most upvoted reviews will be at the top. And so you see what people can go and they see what you say about other projects, the ideas that you give. You can see how the community reacts to that. So I think that will be a very it's a very solid kind of way that you can present your abilities. So yeah, I think the NFTs that you lock up, that shows that you have skin in the game, right? The reviews that you've written over time, that show your skills. And then, yeah, eventually, I guess we can do things that regular job platforms do, kind of show successfully completed job tasks and things like that. But, we're not really thinking about that right now because the main goal is, of course, the launch pad itself, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. You want to have projects on there who are successfully launched. Then hopefully later on down the line, you're getting newer projects who are also looking for talent to pick up to bring on top of the team too. So that makes sense. But I like it. It's a nice addition as well, because I mean, at least right now, if you want to try to find work in the blockchain space, it's kind of like you have to know people already, which is hard if you're just trying to kind of break into the scene, or you're going on gig work places like Fiverr and Upwork, which, like you said, can be hit or miss. It might take a couple tries to get the person to really the person who's right for your job. And so at least this way, within the Pulse Chain ecosystem, there's a centralized place that people can go to for talent that is already on Pulse Chain in the first place, which is helpful if you're trying to launch a project on Pulse Chain,
Yeah, exactly. So at the website, as I said, now it's still the sale going on, but eventually this will become almost like a Pulse Chain hub website where you'll see, the community will be a section where you see kind of the top contributors. You will see the top influencers. You will see the top projects on here. So anyone who wants to make anything happen on Pulse Chain, this will be the place to go, where you get access to everything you need, the easiest. Almost
and
like a Pulse Chain homepage almost.
Yeah. Where is the current pricing at for the NFT sales? Because I know it was tiered based on how many have been bought. So where are we at now? $150 each.
Yeah, exactly. So and actually this is almost sold out. So the 6th tranche, you can check that here if you can go to the campaign tracker. So yeah, you can see there's only 25 NFTs remaining at the $150 tranche. Nice. And then it will go up to 170.
Nice. Well, congratulations on almost a $250,000 raise. That's awesome, man. That's a great raise.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. So really excited. Yeah, don't know what else to say. It's really exciting. And I think especially over the next month or next 2 months, as the first projects come through and as they are successful, I think it's really going to take off. And I think it's going to be great for Pulse Chain. I think it's going to be something very unique, like worldwide. There isn't a place where you can just go and submit your project idea. Just while we're on this, I mean, if you go up here to the projects, like both of these, Bet on Pulse and Pulse Farms, they were just ideas in a couple of people's heads. And what we're doing now is we have this pitching streams. We usually do it on Pulse Ray Vision's channel. We had 2 so far, where anyone can come and pitch their ideas. And then we have a little voting going on during the stream, which are the most popular ones. And then these 2 guys won. And Pulse Farms, I mean, it is from one of the guys of Teach and Roundtable. And he didn't have a presentation, nothing. He just said, hey, I really think Pulse Chain needs this thing. I've been thinking about it for a while, right? And then everybody got really excited about it. And then we had an incubation stream on Randy Hilarski's show the next week. And then and things are really brewing around these projects now. So they came from absolute nothing, just ideas in people's heads. But because they saw that that's something other people also want, it gave them basically the motivation to get this started. And now everything is growing around them. Bet on Pulse has a little team. I think they have some devs that are ready to build their solution. They really, they have a whole team going on, and they might be very close to launching already. So this Kickstarter type platform where people can come and incubate something with the community from a very early stage doesn't really exist yet. at least I don't know anything, in or outside of crypto.
Hmm.
To me, that's always what Kickstarter was supposed to be,
Yeah.
but it's not really. Um, so I think it's super exciting that we get to do this, and that we get to do it here on Pulse Chain, and then hopefully we can export it to many other places as well.
Yeah. No, that would be great. Yeah, that's really exciting. I gotta get my first reviews in, man. Gotta take a look at what's going on. Start getting some XP, man. Get some
Yeah,
free NFTs.
exactly. Yes, please do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I mean, maybe if people still want to get some NFTs, we are airdropping them, planning on the June 21st. They've all been assembled already. Just getting the final kind of bits done so we can send them out to people who have already purchased.
Hmm.
So if you still want to get one, can just go to forgenfts.com and scroll down to the section here, and then you can just send funds kind of directly to this address,
Hmm.
to this wallet, and you just need to calculate your multiple of whatever the price is, right? So if you want to have 3 at $150, that's 450, right?
Hmm.
If you want, and then if it goes up, yeah, you need to calculate a little bit.
Gotcha.
Is that
Okay.
clear or?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Cool. And so basically, once that date comes, I guess it's June 21st. You won't be able to purchase the NFTs anymore. You'll have to get them on the secondary market, not like through you guys.
I think we will. We're not completely clear yet on how we'll continue. We'll definitely sell out all of the NFTs because the NFTs are very important in the process, right? So there's 5,555 NFTs, and they will in the future get to vote on, if analysts are misbehaving, that they can ban analysts,
Okay.
or they can ban projects. They can keep money from going to projects that are rugging and things like that.
Hmm.
So it's important that we sell out all of them.
Hmm.
Right now I think we're at about 2,000 or so
Hmm.
are handed out from the 5,000. But I'm not sure if we will actually continue with this scheme, or we might just after the launch just go to the $200 immediately. So there will be a mix of like secondary market, but if you come here, then it's just that price
Gotcha.
basically.
Okay. So basically, that's just the distribution date. It doesn't have anything to do with the actual sale. It's just like, hey, the NFTs are live, and then from there, if you buy it, then you'll just like get the NFTs fairly immediately, relatively quick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Um, great. 1 second. Let's see what else. There was something else I wanted to ask. What was it? How's the well doing?
The well, we are not working that much on it yet. I think in the beginning we will probably just custody the funds for fundraisers, just because the well is going to be very complex. It's a very dangerous thing, right? To have a smart contract that holds a lot of funds,
Yeah.
right? So I think that will definitely take several months after the so the stages will be that, well, the alpha is out, the NFTs will come out, then there will be the integration of the NFTs into the platform to have all that control of the NFT holders. And I think, yeah, the well will probably take several months after
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
to
you have to
release.
be pretty diligent with the audits and the development when you're custodying, when you're holding a lot of funds in a smart contract. That's for sure.
Exactly. So for now, I think just us custodying the funds, how do you call that,
Yeah.
manually, or I think will be a safer way than a smart contract solution.
Hmm. Gotcha. That makes
But
sense.
this has been something. So the well has been kind of theorized by Vitalik, I don't know, 4 years ago, right? There's
Hmm.
been many. There's some solutions like that out there, so we don't have to start completely from scratch. But we're still researching all of this and see what the best
Okay.
course of
So
action is.
we'll hear more later, basically.
Yes, I would say
Yeah.
so. Yes.
Sounds good. That's exciting, man. So yeah, those are some pretty cool updates. Good launch on the Forge. Good progress with the NFT sale. already getting the first wave of projects kind of doing their, I guess, documentation on the Forge, getting reviews, So the flywheel is starting to turn a little bit, man.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah.
Progress for
Thank
you.
you. Maybe on that, I can show people how they can sign up their projects as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, one thing is, I think we'll do next Wednesday. We'll want to do it a weekly thing, but for now it seems every 3 weeks we do this pitch stream on Pulse Ray Vision. So people can actually let me show a few things. We now have we started all of this from Curator, right, from our review platform, but now everything becomes the Forge dedicated Telegram group, Twitter, all of this. I think you need to pull up my screen.
Yep, I have it up. Just whenever you bring the screen up, I'll pull it up.
Okay, good. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, we now have a dedicated Telegram group. So just go in here to sign up, and that's where you can get all the updates of when the next pitch stream is, when the next incubation streams are, just all the important updates you can get from there. If you want to start a project, just come to the website and scroll. Right now, it's still everything in the bottom down here. I will pull it up a little bit later when we get to the airdrop. But you can submit your project here. Just put your name, description, additional info. You can be quite detailed if you want, maybe 3, 4, 5 paragraphs to describe your project if you have that. If you don't, that's fine too. But fill out this stuff. If you have a pitch deck or a white paper or the website, any of those you can put in here. You don't have to have, actually, you don't even have to have any of them. If you can describe your idea in good enough detail here, that's fine. But if you have it, put it here and then put your contact and submit, and that's it. Once you've done that, we'll contact you back. You can come on a pitch stream, and then you basically can get things going.
Nice.
So yeah, if you want to put a tokenized sperm bank in there, this is where you start.
Yeah, well, he's asking how many projects can he sign up. Apparently, he has a lot of ideas.
Well, I don't know. Just do a few, and then I do recommend that you sign them up first, and then you join the pitching stream with Pulse Ray Vision, because then you really get this kind of instant feedback from the people that are on the stream, from people commenting. So there's a lot of information that you can kind of get out of the way very quickly, which you normally wouldn't be able to do if you don't get to talk to a lot of people about it. Yeah. So I think that's the best process to submit a project.
Is there remind me of the screening process when somebody submits their project to when it is up for like its first micro reviews? So I remember there's a little phase where there were like certain analysts or reviewers that make like 1 or 2 reviews to see before it gets made like public, right?
Yes, we don't have that implemented yet. So for now, it's just you can submit and then we'll look at it. And basically, if it's a serious project, it doesn't have to be a serious. If you're serious about the project, then we'll post it. And if it's just some kind of scam, nonsense submission, then we won't. You can run your meme project through here. It doesn't have to be, the next layer 1 or something. It can be a mix of anything.
Yeah, it just has to be a good faith effort that you're trying to build something, or at the very least incubate an idea. It doesn't have to be like you're actively building it. You're like, hey, this is an idea I have. Let's put it out there.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
Great. And the other topic I wanted to discuss as a follow-up from our previous stream, because I'm at the end, we talked a little bit about some of your background with YouTube, SEO, etc. How has that whole thing been going? Because last time you showed this really nice chart of some organic traffic coming, I believe, to Curator at the time.
Curator,
yes. Yeah. Now that we have like the Forge rebranding of that website and everything, how is all of the metrics looking on that so far? I know it's still early days, but I'm just curious.
It's a good question. Actually, we haven't hooked up analytics and all of these things to the website yet, so I can't actually tell you.
Well, that's all I need to know.
Yeah, so the main marketing we're doing is actually streams like this. We have yourself, we have Randy, we have actually tomorrow I'm going to be on Discord Syndicate, the day after on Beach and Roundtable. So I think Pulse Chain is very, it's a very tight knit community, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of it is happening around these streams. So that's how we're starting. But actually, I mean, if we are now we've been building mostly the solution, right? And now we're starting to look into the marketing. Where can we get projects on board, analysts, so forth? We have some ideas for Telegram bots and games and things like that we can integrate. But yeah, this is now the next step is figuring out the marketing for all of this.
Great.
So yeah, if people want to reach out, have ideas, want to collaborate, let me know. We have lots of our ideas cooking that are going to roll out. I don't know, this is more of a personal belief how projects, how entrepreneurship works and projects work. I think it's always these kind of waves where you go out and you promote and you get a lot of feedback and it's very active, a lot of stuff is happening, and then you learn what works, what doesn't work, and you kind of get into this quiet mode where you're building and fixing things and advancing things, and then you kind of go up again and promote that. So that's been happening. 6 weeks ago, we've launched this alpha phase. We went on some streams, we got some projects on board, and then we saw that the problem is that there's a lack of talents. So we went back and we built this talent board, we've built a suggestion, we built these kind of things. And now this is actually the first stream in a whole series of streams that will lead up to the NFT airdrop. So a lot of promotion is now happening again over the next few weeks. We'll see how far it takes us. Hopefully it does look like the first projects are going to launch. We're going to launch the NFTs, like a lot of stuff will happen. And then we'll probably go into this kind of building phase again where we react to that.
Nice. That's exciting, man. Well, I'm excited to catch all the other streams. I appreciate, taking the time to come out on mine and include me in the media storm.
Awesome. Well, it's great to be here. It's always very relaxed talking to you. So that's great.
Yeah. Keep it casual here on the Crypto Sloth channel, man. But anything else that you wanted to share about the Forge? Besides what we've covered so far, important updates, things for people to know. I'm going to put the link to the website again, forgenft.com. And that is where all the links are. Everything that you need is in that top panel right next to the icon. So,
exactly. Sure. No, I just want to remind people this is really the best time now to come on and, engage as an analyst, to submit your project, to get stuff going, because later you'll need NFTs, you'll need more NFTs to do the thing. You'll also need a better and higher community standing and ranking. So it's just, if you would have been a YouTuber in 2007, it would have been much easier than now, right? There's a lot more competition. So, and of course it helps us a lot. Anyone who comes on now will be a great contributor to our platform, and we'd be super thankful for it and can kind of build the platform together.
Yeah. So if you guys are like Fast Abdul and you believe now is the time to start, planting your roots, so to say, and kind of help the platform grow, but also start building your social reputation on the platform as well, which, later down the line could be a valuable thing. The more, what's the word I'm looking for? The more history you have, the more good reputation you have, the bigger people weigh your opinions down the line in the future. And so if you want to get in kind of at the beginning, like Mark said, like 2007 YouTube kind of thing, before it's all crazy, now's the time to start building that. And, it's very easy to make an account. You don't have to pay anything, at least not yet. You'll need the NFTs in the future, but for right now, you can participate for free. Just kind of try it out.
Exactly. Yes. Mm-hmm. Great summary.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm going to definitely do some reviews myself, kind of review the projects. I know a bit of Pulse already. Anti-Gravity, obviously, that's Max. X-Ray Vision, he's doing cool stuff. I didn't know Pulse Farm was from somebody from the DGen Roundtable, so I'm going to have to look at that. Oh, that's cool. You have a little link to the live pitch. That's
exactly.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. That's cool.
And I'm going to go on the DGen Roundtable, I think Thursday night. So Jeff, who's the guy who did the project, should be on there, and I'm sure we'll talk about it a little bit as well. So people want to catch that, join the stream.
Yeah, awesome. And I'm I don't know if you know this, but I'm launching my own project too pretty soon-ish. Trinity with one of my friends, Hexecutioner. He was in here somewhere right there. He's one of the collaborators in Red Squirrel, if you know him. So we'll have a Trinity page up on the Forge too, to help out from that end.
Fantastic. Awesome.
Yeah.
And maybe think about some rewards for the best suggestions and things like that,
Well,
Get the community
unfortunately, it's actually going to be hard for us to do rewards because the tokens are already distributed.
Okay.
Even though it hasn't launched. Yeah, it's like an escrow contract where you can take your NFTs, transfer them into tokens, and then go from back from tokens to NFTs. And so my project and Red Squirrel's project have already sold out and minted out our NFTs. And so the supply is totally distributed already. We can't. I actually kind of have to buy some more so I can get my own tokens.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's great. Yeah. Fantastic.
But I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can think of creative ways to reward suggestions.
Well, the thing is, it doesn't have to be. If you have a good following, it's just a great way for people to give suggestion and feedback to you. If they already have tokens, actually, they have an incentive to do that anyways, right? To support the project. The whole Forge is designed in a way that it doesn't have to be all paid incentives. The community has an incentive that all of Pulsechain gets great projects and is successful, right? So if there's really great projects, they don't need to provide any incentives. People will just come and say, "Hey, I love this. I just want to give some ideas."
Yeah.
So it's not absolutely necessary.
I won't say too much, but now that I think about it, I think there are creative ways that I could get around our token supply already being distributed. But that's not for today's stream. That's not the topic. Today's about
Let
you,
me
Marc.
know.
The stream's about you, Marc. It's not about me. I'm not going to take over. Okay.
Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, of course. And then I'll when the time. I'm actually technically taking June off of crypto as a whole, so I probably won't be doing much of like the streams as much in terms of like the incubator pitch fest. But once I'm back kind of in the full force working in crypto again pretty regularly after this month, I'll come on to we'll pitch Trinity.
Fantastic. Love it.
Yeah. Anything else you want to tell us, Marc?
No, I think that's all good. No, just excited to be here and make this happen and hopefully get lots of more people on board from your audience.
Yeah. So guys, at the very least, just go make an account and help pump those community numbers up. It doesn't cost you a thing. And I don't think, if I remember correctly, you don't even have to put any personal information if you don't want. You don't necessarily have to link your Twitter or your Telegram or anything. Just a username and a password.
Yes, exactly. Just use it. I'm not sure if you have to have email. I think you might have to have an email.
Well, anybody can make an email. That's easy. That's not hard.
Yes. Yeah, there has to be some little form of spam control, otherwise. So.
Yeah. If not, someone just writes a bot and makes 500 accounts. And then somebody makes a bot with 500 accounts, and then they accuse you of botting your site to pump your numbers.
For example, yes.
For example. All right, Marc. Well, again, thank you so much for coming on. I always appreciate your time and the updates on what you're working on. I'm very excited about it, and I'm already liking the progress that you've made, and I'm excited to watch more.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for having me on.
Of course. And like always, everybody who's watching, I appreciate all of you spending your time with me here. It's about 11 p.m. over here on the East Coast, but maybe if you're on Marc's end of the world, it's nice and early in the morning, and you'll have a cup of coffee. No matter what, thank you for spending your time here. I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.
Have a great time. Bye-bye.